In a small village nestled deep in the heart of the Nigerian South-South region, there lived a young man named Loje. From a young age, Loje had a natural talent for drumming, and the rhythmic beating of his hands upon the animal skin drums would captivate all who heard it. As Loje grew older, his skills only improved, and soon, news of his incredible talent reached the ears of the mighty king who ruled over the land. The king, seeking the finest drummer to lead the royal processions and entertain at his court, summoned Loje to the palace. Loje was honored and intimidated all at once. Here was his chance to serve the king and bring pride to his village. With nervous excitement, he played for the king, his fingers dancing across the drum heads in a dazzling display. The king was mesmerized, and from that day on, Loje became the royal drummer, the king's most trusted and favored musician. For many years, Loje thrilled the king and his subjects with his drumming. His fame spread far and wide, and soon, he was the most renowned drummer in all the land. Suitors from neighboring kingdoms would come to try and lure him away, offering him riches and titles, but Loje remained loyal to his king. However, as the years passed, Loje began to change. The adoration of the crowds, the lavish gifts bestowed upon him, and the intoxicating power of being the king's favorite, it all went to his head. He became arrogant and selfish, caring more about his own fame and fortune than his duty to the king. One day, Loje made a fateful decision. He conspired with a group of friends to stage his own death, knowing that the king would need to find a replacement. The plan worked, and Loje slipped away, leaving the kingdom in a state of mourning for their beloved drummer. For months, the king searched far and wide for a drummer worthy of taking Loje's place, but none could match his talent and skill. The kingdom's grand processions and celebrations lost their luster without Loje's thunderous drumming. Just when the king was about to give up hope, an unknown drummer besieged the king. He requested to play for the king. He told the king that he can make him regain his happiness if only he grants him the go-ahead. The king was reluctant at first, but later he granted the request. They started to drum, and little by little the crowd began to cheer. The king was amazed. He didn't believe anyone could play better than his former drummer. The sound was out of this world. The king fell in love with his drumming. Loje became jealous and could not hide anymore. He suddenly reappeared, groveling at the monarch's feet and begging for forgiveness. He confessed his selfish deception, admitting that he had allowed his ego and greed to cloud his judgment. But the king, once so enamored with Loje, was now hardened by the betrayal. He refused to take Loje back, no matter how much the former drummer pleaded. Loje had squandered the king's trust, and there was no way to regain it. Dejected and disgraced, Loje returned to his village, his drumming days forever behind him.
Moral lesson: pride and vanity can lead to the downfall of even the most talented individual. Loje's love of the spotlight and his own importance ultimately cost him everything he had worked so hard to achieve. The tale of Loje the drummer serves as a cautionary reminder that true greatness lies not in the accolades and adoration of others, but in the humility and dedication to one's craft.